So it says Silicon Valley biggest limitation engineering talent shortage. The US semiconductor industry alone needs over 160,000 engineers by 2032, driven by $250 billion in new investments. Demand for AI experts has skyrocketed, with Elon Musk calling the talent war the craziest ever. So, what happened in the US is the big discussion between two groups of MAGA, the Make America Great Again. One group, led by Elon Musk, Abibek, the Dutch Department of Government Efficiency, that says that they need to increase the number of Americans, and therefore the H-1B visas, which is the one that are used the most, should change. And then you have the other side of the American electorate who don't like that, and we're asking why they don't hire Americans. So this is the biggest discussion. I'm gonna get one of the best analysis and specifically what we can learn from this process. Second, Elon Musk replies, no, we need more, like double that number yesterday. The number of people who are super talented engineers and super motivated in the US is far too low. Think of this like a pro sports team. If you want your team to win the championship, you need to recruit top talent, whatever. So this is the argument of Elon Musk, and is the argument of the venture capital and entrepreneurs and many business people in the tech world. Because if you need to build the best team, you need to bring them from anywhere around the world. Okay, this is. But then people are asking, okay, there are over 330 million people in America. Surely there must be enough among them to build your ultimate team. Why would you deny real Americans the opportunity by bringing foreigners here? This is interesting because this is the other perspective. It's like, okay, if we're a lot, why we're not hiring enough people? And then Moss replies, your understanding of the situation is upside down and backwards. Of course, my companies and I will prefer to hire Americans. We do, as that is much easier than going through the incredible, painful, and slow work visa process. However, there is a dire shortage of extreme talented people. And what we have seen from two perspectives is that Vivek, Musk, and all the people from Jason Calacanis, people from Andreessen Horowitz have argued in favor of we need more foreign talent. Because the logic is like, okay, if you don't have enough talent today, and the calculation, for example, only in the semiconductor industry, you need 160,000 people, but according to Musk, you need 320,000 people, which will be what 0.1% of the US population in semiconductor industry. And it's very interesting because then you have the two sides of the analysis. At the end, Musk is saying I need to hire the best wherever they are. But big part of the MAGA it's saying no, we need it here. So this is the one of the biggest arguments from Musk, which says it comes down to this. Do you want America to win or do you want America to lose? If you force the world best talent to play for the other side, America will lose. End of story. So this is the point. Like Musk and Dutch and Trump has chosen Elon Musk to direct this. But I want to point out something very interesting from Devon Erickson, who commented and who has been analyzing this. He is a sci-fi author, and he has been discussing in a very, I think, respectful way. And I think that's what I like, because a lot of people are just criticizing. It's like they're attacking Indians. Why? Man, our Indians are great people. They're attacking India. India is a great country. Of course, it needs many elements of development. Yes, but they have growth their economy by a lot. So, yes, India has a lot to work in. That's right. But as you can see, top CEOs at American companies are Indian born. So instead of criticizing that and all the people that just attack the persona for the nature where are they from, I think that's not the way to approach the problem. Okay, for example, I'm Colombian, so if you attack me because I'm Colombian and I live in other country, well, you don't understand the logics and why I decided to move to study and to work in different countries around the world. At the end, that's the important part of migration. Like at the end, right, migration are people that adapt to the culture, to contribute to the culture, to respect the local culture, and to help the local economy to grow. And that's why America has been a nation of immigration. And that's why other countries have received immigration. So it's an interesting discussion about the H-1B visas, the long processes. But what I like about Divan is that he just doesn't simply like to attack people just for the sake of attacking them. That's, and I believe this is very useful in many senses of our life. But I think he's a very sensitive guy in the sense that he wants the arguments to really be clear, specifically because both sides of the equation of the MAGA electorate they want the same. So yeah, let's go with Divan, and he says, "Dear Elon Musk, let me help you out here. I understand that you're not a people person, and this isn't easy for you, but you're getting ratioed on your own side." And he's saying that because then you can see thousands of comments from people from different companies, different perspectives, always asking the question why you don't hire American. Okay, you're talking about make America great again, but why you don't hire American? Of course, Musk has in many ways answered this, but I want to go here on how Devon proposes to understand what is the perception from the other side. So he says, so let me offer a suggestion for how to disagree with people in a way they can hear. And I think this is so useful. So it will be relative painless, I promise. I'm not going to call you any hurtful names. And I think this is the key element. Not insulting people, not calling them dumb, not calling them that they don't understand. Because as soon as you call, just you create a name or just call someone because of their nationality or their religion or their belief and say that that's wrong, what do you think the other side will do? They will just simply close and will continue with their arguments, and at the end, you don't end anywhere. And now the golden age of the Department of Government Efficiency actually has been lost just in a couple of days of Twitter interactions, which is very interesting. So he says, first of all, it's okay that you don't already understand this. You're not a people person, you build rocket ships. You just want to build rocket ships. That's your mission in life. Why won't people get out of your way and stop interfering with the stuff you need to build the rocket ships? Don't they understand how important the rocket ships are? This is the entire circling future of humanity we're talking about. Everybody was excited about these two circling seconds ago. Now you're telling them what it takes, and suddenly everyone is angry? Why won't they understand your problem? Okay, so here's lesson one. This is the only point I have to make here, and the only thing you need to understand. So before I go to his recommendation, think about this because everyone was so excited with Elon Musk and be big, and then Trump started to put people, David Sachs as crypto czar, but then of course David Sachs called his people and they put in different positions, and that's where he talks like 2 seconds ago everyone was happy with Elon Musk and no now. And this is the interesting part because this will show us how the Trump government, especially internal fights of their followers, will follow if they don't listen to each other. So, how do we make two sides that want the same, but they are not aligned to listen to each other. Let's go. Lesson one of one. People are generally not willing to understand or care about your problem until you show that you understand and care about their problem. That's it. That's everything. That's the whole secret to winning friends and influencing people and not getting rich with it. Here's how you do it: articulate their concerns to them in your own words to show that you understand what they're worried about or afraid of. Don't tell them they're wrong. Don't tell them they don't know what they're talking about. Don't tell them they owe you their trust. Just tell them in your own words what their problem is. You will know you have done this correctly when they calm down and start being willing to listen. If they don't and they keep telling you their problem, that means that you didn't fully or correctly articulate it and you probably don't understand. Once you tell them what their problem is and they believe you understand and care about it, they will be willing to listen to what your problem is. Then you can negotiate. I can hear your thoughts right now. You're thinking, what the hell? I already said over and over again that I also want to hire as many Americans as I can. I already said I would prefer to hire Americans. But that's proposing a solution. It is not articulating your understanding of the problem. If you do not first articulate your understanding of their problem, they will not believe your solutions because they will not trust you. You could be just making mouth noises to shut them up. It is only when you can articulate their problem in your own words that you show you understand it. Only then will they believe you care about it. Just tell them the problem they describe to you in your own words. Then tell them it is important and you understand what they will be concerned. Seriously, try it. It is like magic. You might be wondering why you go first. Why do you have to show you understand and care before they do? Simple. Because you're the wealthiest man in the history of the planet, and you have every member of the common administration on speed dial. And there are a bunch of engineers who got fired because they wouldn't take the COVID shot and haven't been able to find a job since. So you can do a heck of a lot more damage to them by not caring about their problems that they can do by the reverse. And isn't it right that you should care about the public and demonstrate that? After all, you're in a position you're in, not just because of talent, but because of other people. At least some of them. I believe in you and we're willing to take a chance on you. You made all this happen, but you couldn't have done it alone. Now, other people want to hear that you believe in them and are willing to take a chance on them. Isn't that fair? Most of these guys are young. They've been shut out of the best opportunities, universities, and jobs for all their adult lives by delivery day policies intended to do just that. So they supported your ideas for change. They want you to know that people they supported aren't going to write them off as damaged goods because of the very things they were denied. You haven't convinced them of this yet. You need to. Very nice and wise words that you should read, read, and it goes here. People are generally not willing to understand or care about your problem until you show that you understand and care about their problem. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Thank you.